Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Advanced Wars by Web replay. Spawn, let's see, top right side, or just top side is the Blue Cobalt Ice Olaf, we got Wulong. Spawn south side is the Green Earth Eagle, we got Matemon. Not sure how you pronounce the E with the accent. Either way, this is... I think this is actually not the Global League, this may have been... Live League. No, it's Global League because it took 10 days. No, anyway, let's go and get started. Oops, I forgot to turn my macros. There we go. This is a 3-base map of a strong weak side mechanic. Looks like he threw a machine gun round into that pipe scene for some odd reason. I suppose it does take couple turns to get over here, so just one there, right there, gets 1 point of extra damage, which sometimes does matter. Especially when Eagle has less damage on his, well, naval units. His ground units are completely and utterly ordinary, so perfectly fine. Same thing with Olaf as well, he is just enough unaffected by snow. So both their ground games are the same. Eagle of course has the powerful Lightning Strike, which can be immense, but Olaf may be the best CO to help counter Lightning Strike with the usage of Blizzard as well as Winter Fury. Because nothing says a bad Lightning Strike when you are slowed down. You have an early mech deployed by Olaf, he may be on to dislodge the recon up there. Both players do start a recon down here, give you a little bit of scouting going on, and also does could slow down your opponent's game by giving them a target. Recon Rush does hit the, I want to say villager, infantry unit down south, and nothing here to stop at the moment. This tank is at least a turn behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can end its turn on top of that forest tile. His own recon support. There's a good number of shores here, so there's a lot of easy traversement for wheeled vehicles such as recon, so this is not a bad map for a recon rush. We do now have our artillery piece deployed in the field, and the mech did take a shot onto the recon. It will just take a little bit extra time to take it out because of the damage received, but it will still take 3 turns. I don't think that mech's going to take 3 points of damage from 4 health recon, which is on top of a mountain. And Eagle's tank does engage Olaf's recon. And the recon does go down, and does throw a mech around into as well. So Olaf's going quite heavy on mechs on the strong side. Why I call it a strong side, weak side? Because we've got two bases here versus 1 base. Airport can go either direction. But it's not always guaranteed you produce out from. Usually it's guaranteed you at least deploy out infantry unit. And you should generally always deploy out something from each base, in minimum infantry unit. And, oh, that's a nice little flanking shot there. Now the tank could advance way forward. This will open up the path, allow Blue to, or Cobalt, to head down south pretty quickly. And Olaf does bring back his recon and put on top of the city there. Maybe not really worth it. It's just a recon, they're pretty cheap, and they're only really useful at this point in time for just scouting. I think he should have not have put his recon back in the city. I think he should just probably keep in the forest and use it as a spotting tool. Because it'll take quite a bit of time to just get that repaired enough, and looks like Eagle's going to barrage the recon with an artillery piece instead. The mech is definitely a cheaper option and acts as his own capturing squad. So, Olaf may be able to capture the city in this case, far quicker than Eagle, because Eagle doesn't have an infantry unit in position, even if he does take out the recon next turn. We've got a lot of artillery deployed by Olaf. He has gone for battlecopter as well. Eagle's battlecopter in the field. The comm tower is still not yet captured. He could interrupt it even further. And decides not to put the tank into the opponent's tank. It may have been a good idea to strike the tank there. For a cast of vision, we know they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it would be in range for retaliation. So good thing he didn't. Got multiple artillery pieces down south for Eagle as well as another tank and battlecopter. And this mech will get resupplied next turn. Howdy. Nope, comp powers are not contested. He could interrupt it, but he did not, which is probably a good idea rather than trying to sack something for it. Anti-air, battlecopter, infantry, and infantry. Olaf has one anti-air as well, which is quite understandable. He's fighting against Eagle. Mech push away forward, so this relatively slow mech is starting to make its way to the front line, as well as this one. And Olaf does have 2 battlecopters as well. His battlecopter is completely and utterly ordinary, which means very good. Does interrupt the capture there. Right now, Olaf has 23,000 versus 22,000. And does destroy the pipe seam there with the support of the battlecopter. Black boat is in the region, which will cause some mobility issues, as well as able to resupply stuff if needed, and a bit of rearming. Does use double artillery to take out that pipe seam. Does not take out this tree unit there. Can do a bit of a joint capture there. And he does it in turn of battlecopter, recon, anti-air, and infantry. Takes out the recon there, and knocks out the infantry unit as well. Looks like Olaf doesn't have too much vision down south. Takes out the pikes north, and that's a mega tank. I was not paying attention to how much money he was storing up. Holy crap. That's probably going to be a hard lockdown on his weak side. But with our Casa Vision, it's probably not a really good idea to get out of Mega Tank. Because look what's on the field over here. Really a whole lot of nothing for a Mega Tank. I don't like it. At this point in time, a medium tank probably would have been adequate. But of course, this is with our Casa Vision. Also, dropping a Mega Tank right now. I was not expecting that. His now left flank is secure. Just need to make sure it stays well supplied. And this Black Boat is still on top of the HQ, believe it or not. A lot of players tend to move the Black Boat off to help transport push infantry forward, but not this Olaf. A lot of weights. Tank anti-air, leaving 700 funds remaining. Olaf starts turn 25,000, so you can go for a Neo tank and or bomber. You could push with a Mega Tank. There's a lot of things you can do with the Mega Tank. Like run out of ammo. Recon push forward does get a good strike there in the recon, does take it out. Mega Tank, he hasn't moved off the Black Boat of HQ either, so it's not like he wants to put it there. True. Yep. Oh, he just did as well, so I have no idea. Tank, battlecopter, infantry. And he saves 7,000 funds. He's going to go for another Mega Tank. We'll get some good strikes there. He drops 2 captures, still 23-23. Decent number of despicable neutral properties. Got these 2, as was Mirror 2. He has not seen Mega Tank. Of course, Mega Tank's not like the most agile units. Quite opposite. Artillery, battlecopter, tank, infantry. Both players are very far away from this power, or from the superpower. And it's not been super aggressive both sides, so power charge will remain low. With the Mega Tank here, Olaf may make the first move. Got recon, infantry, anti-air. Saving up 17,000. Is he going for battlecopter? Yep, battlecopter. Just 8,000 bank, so you can go for a lot of good stuff. Just got the front line being formed. If Olaf attacks, he has to make sure Winter Fury gets popped, because the chance of a Lightning Strike to counter would be quite likely. But thing is, well, Lightning Strike, if he does launch attack, doesn't have to go too far forward to get the strike on in, so... Did not take time to resupply the infantry on top of the HQ, so I'm probably gonna let it wait there and get Guild of Overturn, maybe? Not sure. Tank Battlecopter. Infantry tank. Olaf may need to get some more recon over here. He's having trouble pushing forward. He's having trouble seeing down south. Only has one recon at the moment. Tanks do have decent spotting, but not perfect. And does stop from the contractor being captured, forcing a response by Eagle. So I'm feeling Olaf will advance on this flank relatively soon. I say relatively soon, I mean next turn. Tank, in here, tank. Takes the recon of the artillery piece. We got lightning drive there. Probably won't see it this game. Lightning strike's so powerful, and lightning drive makes it very difficult to be useful. Plus, you don't have enough aircraft on the field to make it useful. Does get a good strike there. Takes out the infantry unit there, and machine guns the artillery a little bit more. Out that unit there. Resupplies the artillery piece. Meg tank gets on top of the HQ. Another battlecopter. Got a lot of battlecopters by Olaf. Is that 50 units? Is that the max on this map? Olaf's actually at build cap. He went for double base skip because he's at build cap. How is he got? None of these players should really be COs should get build cap unit limit. But it has happened this game. And Eagle may push forward. There's a possibility of Lightning Strike. Needs to do a lot of damage, but this game's been relatively bloodless. It means a lot of targets to take out. Olaf will get his Winter Fury next turn. Gets a good strike there on the artillery piece. Will he get his Lightning Strike? Winter Fury is available. Lightning Strike still needs a lot more damage done. I don't know if he's get it. He's still pretty far away. Nowhere close. Eagle ends turn with nice even 200,300 funds the field. Olaf starts turn 175, and the Winter Fury will do at minimum 40,000 damage. So I think this is a turn where Olaf wins. Dun, 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 dun. So let's see. Battlecopter strikes Battlecopter. Somehow did not take it out. Eagle's defense kicked in. A lot of infantry going down. Minor victories. Boost for the infantry in there to spot the artillery piece, I believe. Oops. Meg tank scores his first kill against infantry unit. How useful. It's a good strike there. A lightning strike is available. Don't know if Eagle have enough steam for a good lightning strike. It's all going to come down how well Eagle can make his lightning strike in next turn. And a lot of good strikes there. Takes out a good number of artillery pieces. And looks at this last assault. He did have 36,000 tank, anti-air, battlecopter, anti-air. And now Eagle went from 200,000 down to 107, so he just nearly lost 50% of his forces. Olaf ends turn of 100 to 207. Possibly, he needed to stall out. He had, if he's going to make a assault, he had to get the lightning strike, and he was nowhere near close. He was down by 20,000 funds, which means he had to do another 40,000 funds of damage, which is not necessarily easy. Can Eagle stabilize the game? He has to. He has to pop his lightning strike in the snow. He is hurt and bad. He has only this turn to turn the game around. It's a good strike there. Over here is just mostly artillery piece. There's not too much left in this region. Takes up the mech. Resupplies the battlecopter. Recon, battlecopter, artillery. Now here comes the lightning strike. Only thing, this Olaf's flank over here is not too particularly strong. Eagle can crush through this. Problem is the mega tank, but as well as this is the HQs are on the weak sides, and they're both winning the weak side, looks like. Did he manage to take out that unit there with 2 health artillery piece there? Takes the battlecopter. Good strike there. Artillery just pushed forward. Good strike there. Does take out that unit. The +10/+10 allowed him to get the one shot. Oops, keep on hitting right click. I think Eagle's actually starting to win the game. Instead of 137,000 field, Olaf has 112. Eagle turned it around. Problem is, it's still a mega tank here. Olaf still has a very firm grasp over here. There's nothing but the mega tank. But Eagle effectively won this flank for now. Throwing some units away a little bit. Neo tank, that would be useful to stabilize the region. He has an AT in the region, so it'll help deal with battlecopters and send his own battlecopter over there. Olaf ends turn of 135,000 field. Eagle has 114, so going back and forth. It's back down to day-to-day funding difference. Yeah, lightning strike is strong. Oops, keep on hitting right click. My hand gets heavy and just hits right click. And it looks like Olaf did manage to capture a property, 24,000, and may capture this one as well. And Eagle just falling back, regroup his forces. Infantry, mech, battlecopter, infantry. Looks like he stored a bit of funds there, so maybe a bomber next turn. The mega tank has not been super great this turn. So far, it's got off 2 infantry units and a tank. Not necessarily spectacular. But now, if Eagle mounts a sizable assault over here, the Meg Tank will be a good hard counter. Eagle's turn. Olaf has a little bit of power charge to his name. Eagle has basically nothing. Trying to capture up those despicable neutrals. Creep his way forward. Neo Tank is in the region and does have support of tank and battlecopters. Olaf has a very good force over here. But Eagle does have a very good number of battlecopters. Olaf does have 2 battlecopters of his own and an anti-air, so he has counters. And there's an Eagle mega tank. Winter Fury would be a good way to counter the mega tank, but a lightning strike is also a good way to counter a mega tank. Takes out the basically knocks out the artillery piece. Did not manage to get a strike there and that kill off the recon. Thought that's pretty reliable for comm tower.